Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all safe and warm despite the rainy weather, because the rain will not stop us from learning new things. Because for today, we will start our lesson 3 for this first unit. So let's stay cozy, focused, and ready to learn in today's lesson or on our online class video discussion. So stay safe, everyone, and have a productive day. And to begin with, let us start with a short quotation. Okay, now let us read the short quotation by Leonard I. Sweet. Okay, it says here, the future is not something we enter, the future is something we create. Okay, now what do you think the quotation means? Okay, very good. Yes, it is all about decision making. Okay, now do you agree or disagree with it? Okay, if you agree, that's good. If you disagree, why? Okay, what decisions can help a person create a better future? Okay, so the quotation, the future is not something we enter, the future is something we create, means that our future is not simply something that happens to us, rather, we have an important role in shaping it. So the choices that we make, the actions that we take, and the effort that we give today can influence what our lives will be like tomorrow. So let's say, for example, a student who dreams of becoming a successful professional must study, develop skills, make responsible decisions, and work hard to achieve that goal. So, although we cannot control everything that will happen in the future, we can control on how we prepare for it and how we respond to challenges. So, therefore, the quotation reminds us that our future is shaped by the decisions and actions that we make today. Okay. So the future doesn't just happen to us. It is shaped by the choices, actions, and decisions that we make today. Okay. Okay. We are the captain of our life. Okay. So every decision that we make can influence the future that is ahead of us. Okay. So what decisions that we make today is very important. Okay. Now, to start our discussion, of course, we will be discussing about deciding one's future. So this will be our lesson 3, week 1 for our first term, unit 1. Okay, now let's start. So our learning objectives for today is to identify the factors that influence a person's decision and choices. So analyze situations and conversations related to making decisions. So next, we will demonstrate understanding of the poem with her dreams of happiness and my heart in grief by Christy Vidaleon. And lastly, explain how personal experiences can influence one's decisions in life and reflect on an important decision that they have made and its impact on their lives. Okay. Okay, another question. How do personal experiences shape our choices in life? Okay. I'll give you time to think and create an answer in your minds. Okay. Later on, we will have sharing of answer on our next meeting. Okay, to answer this question, so how do personal experiences shape our choices in life? Of course, so our past and present experiences influence how we decide. So let's say, for example, if you once failed an exam because you didn't review, you might decide to study harder next time. So the experiences guide us in choosing wisely. So personal experiences shape our choices in life because the things that we go through teach us valuable lessons and influence the way we think, feel, and make decisions. So positive experiences can give us confidence and encourage us to pursue certain goals, while difficult experiences can teach us to be more careful, responsible, and resilient. Let's say, for example, a student who experiences success after working hard may become more motivated to continue studying, while someone who makes a mistake may learn from it and make a better decisions in the future. So our experiences help us understand what is important to us and what we want to achieve and how we should respond to challenges. So therefore, our past experiences can guide our present choices and help shape the future we want to create. Okay. Now, can you give an example of a personal experience that taught you to make a better choice later? Okay, so this can be any experience. For example, it can be a victory. Maybe you passed the exam, or you passed the audition in the Glee Club, or maybe you passed the screening in journalism, or you passed the tryout in sports, or it can be rejection, such as you failed your exam, or what do you call that? You didn't got through the tryouts. Now, how does this personal experience taught you to make a better choice later? Okay, sige, just think of an answer in your minds and we will have a sharing of answers on our next meeting. Now, question. What happens if we don't learn from our past experiences? Okay. So if we don't learn from our past experience, of course, we may keep making the same mistakes and miss opportunities to grow. Because if we don't learn, we will not grow. Okay? So our past experiences can teach us valuable lessons that help us to make better decisions and handle similar situations more wisely in the future. Okay. It is important that we learn from our mistakes so we can be more knowledgeable in similar situations. Okay. So it is important for us to learn and grow. Okay, now let us observe the three pictures that are shown here in the video. Okay, let's observe the first picture. What can you see in the first picture? Okay, very good. So we see a person studying in preparation for his exam. Very good. How about in the second picture? Okay, very good. So the second picture shows that the child is helping her mom in household chores at an early age. How about the third picture? Okay, very good. So the third picture shows a circle of friends sharing a laugh together. Okay, they are happy laughing together. Okay, now question. What possible decisions can you see in these pictures? Or what might happen if the person makes a good decision? Or what if the person makes a poor decision? Okay, let's say for example, here in the first picture, if he choose to study before an exam, he might be more likely to understand the lessons, remember important information, and feel more confident and perform better. So it also helps reduce stress because he is prepared instead of rushing at the last minute. Okay, so that is a good decision. Or how about in this second picture? If she chooses to help with household chores at an early age, she will learn to become responsible, disciplined, and more independent. So it also teaches her to have valuable life skills, build good habits, and helps understand the importance of teamwork and helping our family. So most importantly, it prepares her to become more responsible and capable individual as she grow older. Okay. Now in the third picture, okay, if we choose the right circle of friends, we are more likely to be supported, motivated, and encouraged to make good decisions. So good friends can help us grow, stay focused on our goals, and become better versions of ourselves. So they can also guide us through difficult situations and influence us to develop positive habits. So those are the good decisions. Or how about what if they made a poor decision? Let's say, for example, if this guy didn't study before his exam, of course, the result will be negative. Of course, he will fail the exam. He will have more stress, more anxiety, and of course, he will receive a failing grade. Okay. How about in the second picture? If she chose not to help her family in household chores, she might grow dependent. Okay, she might grow irresponsible and undisciplined. Okay, in the third picture, if we didn't choose the right circle of friends, of course, uh, we may not feel motivated, we may not feel supported, or we may not feel belong. So it is important that we make better choices in life because it will highly influence the future that is ahead of us. Okay, now let's proceed. Okay, moving on. Our decisions are influenced by many factors that shape the way we think and act. So let's say, for example, our personal experiences. So personal experiences affect our choices because the things that happened to us in the past can teach us lessons and guide our future actions. Also, family. So family also plays an important role because the advice, the expectations, and relationships we have with family members can influence our decisions. Next, of course, the values and beliefs. So values and beliefs guide us by helping us determine what we think is right and what is important or acceptable. Also, emotions can also affect our choices because the feelings such as happiness, fear, anger, or excitement may influence how we respond to situations. Okay. If we are overwhelmed by our emotions, of course, we will not make the right decision. Okay. If we are overwhelmed by our fear, our sadness, our anger, we will not think straight. Okay. It is better that um we overcome our emotion first before we make a decision. And next, of course, goals and dreams. So, goals and dreams give us directions and encourage us to make decisions that can help us achieve what we want in the future. And of course, finally, circumstances. So circumstances can affect our choices because our situations, available opportunities, resources, or limitations may either expand or restrict the options available to us. So therefore, making good decisions require us to consider these different factors and think carefully about their possible consequences. So our experiences do not completely determine our future. However, they can teach us lessons that help us make wiser decisions. So, of course, every decision, big or small, shapes the directions of our lives. So, choosing who to be friends with, how to spend our time, and how hard to work in school all contribute to the kind of future we will have. Okay, now let us read the poem With Her Dreams of Happiness and My Heart in Grief by Christy V. De Leon. Her dreams of happiness and my heart in grief. Her little hands, her tiny feet, her eyes taken from her father, her nose and lips like mine. They grew right before my eyes, behold, in a blink of my eye. She began to walk, at first holding my hands. Then she slowly drifted away. In silence, my tears rolled down with joy, for she grew up a fine lady with sorrow. For she started not to need me, little by little, day by day, the distance between us seemed to grow bigger. Farther she went away with her dreams of happiness, with my heart in grief. And when she came back, my heart was in delight, with her presence only for a moment, for she came to live with her dreams of happiness, and my heart in grief. Moving on, now that we are done reading the poem, of course, we will have a genuine activity. So we will have a comprehension check if you truly understand the poem. So this activity, of course, it will be posted in your genuine account. So you have to answer this before we proceed to our next session. Okay. So of course, the questions that we have first, how did the speaker introduce the person she is talking about? What was the author's feeling as she recited the poem? Okay, next. Do you think the person on the speaker is referring to is completely unknown to her? What do you think is the relationship of the speaker to the person? Okay, next. What did the speaker not like about the situation? Did she stop it? Question 4. What was the speaker's feeling toward the situation? Okay, or what is the tone of the speaker? Next question. Why do you think the poem is titled With Her Dreams of Happiness and My Heart in Grief? Next question. Who do you think is the speaker in the poem? Explain your answer. And last question, what truth does the poem talk about the mother and daughter relationship? So all these questions will be posted in your Genio account. So it is located, of course, in your quiz tab. So you have to answer this before we proceed to our next session.